And to show you, I guess, how that came to be, I'm gonna first read some poems from that first collection. So this first poem, it's actually the first poem I wrote for my first poetry class. And I think this is the poem that really sparked my love for the genre. And so anyway, okay, here it goes. Pussy tastes like sun-dried tomatoes. My best friend said, fucked our spiritual advisor, Sarah. He was 19, she was 45. He was out of school, she was married to a pastor. She had daughters, they had condoms. They did it after the prayer meeting on Sed's dad's billiard table. It would have been so much better if they did it on a church pew. Or the altar, for God's sake. Show some respect, you dumb skanks. He says it was the best day of his life. She even let her shove the cue stick up her ass. But the best part, he says, is how her pussy tastes like sun-dried tomatoes. Hell no. Pussy tastes like cotton candy, or peanut butter, or chicken barbecue, or a mix of all three. Mama says there's a firm correlation between a woman's personality and the taste of her pussy. She says mine probably tastes like really minty toothpaste, plus 2 shots of espresso and a dash of cinnamon. I say hers tastes like soap mixed with cookie dough. And Sarah's tastes like wasabi paste that's been stuck in the fridge for a year. Nasty and cold and sad. Like her face. And her soul. Now, Sed's been telling me how much he loves her. He says he doesn't have a reason, doesn't need one. He just does. I hope he doesn't choke on the Siberian ship shit that's coming out of his mouth. Sed says he felt glorious as he rammed her cunt. He says it felt like first communion. Now, that's one of our best memories together. Mama bought me a white dress, but I couldn't care less. I was excited to taste Jesus. I ended up weeping when the body of Christ turned out to be cheap white wafer. Sed cried too, but only because he loved Jesus so much he wouldn't mind how he tasted. But afterwards, he held my hand, promised to find me a better God who would feed me blueberry cheesecake, French fries, and fancy champagne. And that's when Sarah entered our lives, saying Jesus would not want us thinking that. In fact, he's cooking a holy feast for us when we get to heaven. I said Jesus shouldn't waste food on people who are never gonna get to heaven. He better be giving it to the poor instead. Sed pinched my arm and was rewarded with a kiss from Sarah, plus extra servings of Jesus' holy feast. Mama said not to put up with dipshit like Sarah, but Sed doesn't have a mama who acts like a person. Thank you.